Hello, my beautiful Taurus, and welcome to your general guidance for the next few weeks through the rest of March and probably into early April. With me, Julie Poole, it's tea and tarot time. So grab yourself a cup of tea. I've got half a cup of tea here. You get yourself whatever you want. Put your feet up, get yourself comfy. Let's have a little look what's going on for my Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and cross-watching for the rest of March. All right, my beautiful people, let's see what we've got for Taurus, please. What's the guidance that you can give me for my Taurians? Thank you so much. Okie dokie. So we've got the Six of Cups with the Empress. Nice. Oh, and we've got those two coming out together. Oh, hello. Right, okay. So we've got the Devil with the Tower. Well, that's a nice combination, actually, isn't it? Right, when we see the Devil coming out and then the Tower with it as well, it's like, well, Mr. Devil, you're on your way out, pal. All righty, let's see what else we have for my Taurians, please. Okie dokie. All right, we've got the Nine of Cups. We've got the Queen of Swords. And we've got the Seven of Cups. All right, so it's a lot about your happiness. 6, 7 and 9 of Cups. All right, so let me get you a couple of these. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle. That's the Tarot of Dreams, by the way. All right, all the cards I used are linked below. Okay, we've got Time for a Nap, 24, and Unfinished Symphony number 10. All right. Okay, where are we starting then, guys, please? All right, let's have a little look at this one first of all. Right, now we are approaching the new astrological year. 20th of March is the new astrological year, a whole new energy, a fresh start, a new beginning. But it doesn't just kind of tick over from the 19th to the 20th of March. There's a build up, okay? We've already just been through some big significant shifts. We've got a few more coming in. We've got the new moon in Pisces. Then we go into this new energy along with the spring summer equinox. Just beautiful energy. All right, so the Unfinished Symphony coming out. You got this couple sitting on, no, not a couple, a single lady sitting on an egg with a piano, okay? Tens are representing something that needs to be completed. So something's unfinished, whatever that is for you. Now we've got the Devil on the table as well. So whatever or whomever this is, that something needs to be finished off, it's time for you to step away from it, because we've got Time for a Nap, number 24. Right, there's the fox, Mr. Fox, wily old fox there, having a little nap, a little snooze in the moon. All right, so there are times that for us to be pushing ahead, push, 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 take action, you know, focus, and there are times where we want to just take a step back and just have a little rest for a moment, reset, and then come back into it. Now, we've also got Mercury retrograde until the 20th of March, and then we've got a shadow period for the rest of the month anyway. So something wants to be looked at again. Something that perhaps you've put off or you've missed or you just didn't notice because of the moon energy, which is about what's hidden, what we can't see, what's a little bit kind of not in our focus. So there is something here that needs to be finished off, that wants to be finished off before we get to the end of the month. All right, so I want you to feel into that. Allow the moon energy to come up and guide you. What am I missing? What aren't I seeing? Have I convinced myself that something's all right when it's really not all right? Or have I convinced myself that I've dealt with that, but I've only scratched the surface? Only you will know. But I want you to have a look at it and allow yourself to fully ask yourself, all right, I'm just listening to what they're saying. Fully and deeply ask all aspects of yourself, are we finished with this? Is this done? So what I mean by that is the adult you might say, yeah, I've dealt with that. But the inner child you will say, I'm not dealt with that. I'm not finished with that. I'm not over that. right? So we're going to just tap into all aspects. How does my soul feel? My emotions, my physical body, my mental body. Look at all those different aspects of yourself and say, is this that something that is still hanging around that I need to let go of? The Six of Cups is very much about the soul energy, the past, nostalgia, looking deeply. It's all very Mercury retrograde energy, but it's really about, is there someone or something, perhaps on a soul level, maybe a family member, maybe a child, or maybe my own inner child, that needs to be heard, seen, acknowledged, revered, respected. These are the words they're giving me for you. I want you to tap into that and have a look, because we've got the Nine of Cups underneath it, which is that wish fulfilled, that dream. So is there something that I had a dream that I have put off, that I have dismissed, or that I have given up on? Because it's time for me to really bring it forward and really look at it. Unfinished symphony, time for a nap, right? I want to really look at this and say, is this, have I lost sight of my goals and dreams? Have I lost sight of what's really important to my soul? Where is my, I'm just listening to my team and what they're saying. Where is my focus of my dreams, goals, and aspirations, which is the Nine of Cups? Because I feel with the devil energy here that I've forgotten about something that really matters, and I want to bring it back. I want to bring it forward. I need to tap into my heart energy, my emotions, my feelings, and let it come up. I want to look at my world and life in terms of, with the Empress and the Queen of Swords here, do I really truly feel abundant in the right ways? The ways that are really important to nourish my soul, nourish my world. Have I become so caught up on what's on the surface that I haven't really noticed what's going on underneath? Because this is a time of clarity. This is a time with that Queen of Swords underneath to whip the mask off, get that sword out, cut through illusion and confusion, and say, what is it that I am creating? And is it in my best and highest interests? Have I given up on a dream and a goal? Have I become caught up in other people's dreams at the expense of my own? Only you will know. But with that unfinished symphony and time for a nap, there is something that needs to be finished off so that I can get back to this goal, this dream that is important to me. So we're going to allow the devil energy, which is the addictions, the restrictions, any part of me that feels I can't, it won't work, it's impossible, I'm not allowed, any of that kind of nonsense that happens, we're going to let it all come forward and we're going to let the tower fall. I want you to ask yourself, why can't I? Why can't I do that thing that I really want to do? Why have I given up on a goal and a dream that's important to me? Who's told me that's not going to work, and why have I believed it? We're going to allow the tower to fall on anything or anyone that is getting in the way of my options, my choices, my decisions, because it's rooted down with the Seven of Cups. See, that's the thing with the devil. It takes away your choices. It takes away your options. It says you can't, you're not allowed, it won't work, you're wasting your time. And we can so easily get caught up and believe it. But the tower is coming in to help you with on the back of the clarity of the Queen of Swords. So you're using that sword of truth to cut through the BS and saying, right, let me just get back to me. Let me just get back to what's truly important to me, my goals, wishes, and dreams. I am abundant. I and prosperous. I am creator and I can create anything I want. But I have to let go of any part of me that says I can't and that I'm not allowed. Whose life is it anyway? Bring it back to you. Bring it back to your truth and your empowerment, because that is what opens up your options and your choices. Let's find out a little bit more. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite. Okay. Tell me a little bit more about this for my Taurus, please. Thank you. Okay, we've got the Star. All right, I'm finding this interesting because the Queen of Swords came out for Aries, and the Star. All right, so this truth, this clarity, this getting back to the hopes, the wishes, the dreams, getting back to the balance, the restoring your own light, and what's truly important is what is coming through with the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords again. This is a time of clarity. I'm ready for my new beginning. My Ace of Cups, a new cup being offered to me here, a cup of happiness, a cup of fulfillment, enrichment. And I am going to grab it with both hands and say thank you very much. But I've got to get really, really clear, all right, about who or what that devil energy is. Tell me about the devil energy. This can be addictions, this can be restrictions, but it's time for it to go. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. It's fortunate, it is helpful, it's supportive, it's fated, destined, meant to be. So whomever and whatever has been in the way, it's time for the decks to be cleared so that the wheel can now turn in your favor and move you into these new options and choices to bring you greater happiness. Things have felt almost like pulling teeth over the last few months. But I want you to know there's been all sorts of stuff going on under the surface. We might not be seeing the results on the surface, but it's all been going on underneath. Now, as we move through March and into April, we'll start to see the results of those finally coming through. So just trusting here. Clarity is the key. Getting clear, getting really focused, and getting ready, because the new astrological year, the new energy, the new beginning is unfolding now as we come into April. All right. All right. Final message then for Taurus, please. This is the Oracle of the Angels. Angel whispers. They are with you. They are guiding you. They are helping you. Number 28 is a 10 that comes to a 1, a new beginning. Your angels are whispering in your ears. So I want you to just be asking them, thank you for helping me. Thank you for directing me. Thank you for showing me. Thank you for helping me to see what is in the way, helping me to be clear, getting that clarity that I need. Thank you for working with me, and they will give you the answers. So just trust. All right. Okay, Taurus, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you know what to do. I'll be back on Friday with a message for the collective, and I'll see you again soon. You take care. Lots of love. Bye bye.